Hello, everybody, and welcome in. It's your favorite Jason Adams, and the co-host today is none other than Mary Adams.
And I am here.
The world-famous Mary Adams is right there. So you might ask yourself, why did we come right into the light box? The reason why is I wanted to get right down to business today because I am frantic and busy with that amazing estate sale of high-end art in Akron coming up. Why we're here today is a very quick preview of jewelry that we're going to be selling on this Tuesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the channel we have that on is Bully Run Coffee. All right, we don't have it on Jason Adams' channel. We have it on Bully Run Coffee. So please go over and subscribe to Bully Run Coffee. All one word. To register for the sale, it's very easy. That's our one major rule. You have to be registered to make a claim. It's a buy it now sale. We are not doing auctions. They are fixed price sales. We tell you the price, you claim it, and we get it out in the mail as soon as you pay. So please go over to bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. Once you email this email, I need your YouTube ID. For example, mine is Jason Adams. For example, Jeremy's is Bully Run Coffee. That is your screen name, essentially. If you have changed that since you registered before, because now we have 360 some registrations, if you've changed that ID in any way, could you please kindly let us know? And for the new people, we just need your name on YouTube. We also need your real name, your first and your last name. We need your home address and shipping address. And if these two are the same, just please let us know. We do require your phone number and we do need an email address for your invoice. Invoices customarily are sent out within 24 hours, and we politely ask to be paid within 48 hours. If you have a special request, if you would please notify us before the sale, that would be wonderful, and we'll see if we can help you out. Usually we can't bend the rules too much, and I know that all of you understand, and I've got to commend you all. Everyone in the last sale was paid within, I think, 24 or 36 hours. You all were so kind, and we really appreciate it. Please register as soon as possible, and please do it by Monday night by 5 o'clock, because Jeremy does have a life, and I have to be respectful of my partner. And I so appreciate you guys taking care of that basic information. We are only shipping within the U.S. as of right now, okay? Mom, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you doing great?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of the stuff so far that we picked out?
I'm amazed.
Are you amazed? We're going to zoom in a little bit. So this one, so I picked out 75, what I considered very high quality and very unusual items from a lot of my past haul videos. We're not going to spend too long today. We're just going to flick through them so you know what's coming on Tuesday night. This is citrine. It is convex fantasy cut, and it is absolutely a beautiful citrine. This one, as I drop it and it goes off screen, this one is in 9-karat gold, and it's very substantial in its mounting, and that stone is so lush and so beautiful. But of course, I loved it because it was so unusual and so bold. Mom, isn't that beautiful? Look at that one. I know. So that's like an everyday ring. Okay, so there's that one. And thanks again for joining in. I forgot to thank all of you. You know, I like to get right into these, and I always forget to thank you guys. These were in a haul video that I did from basically Bridgeport, Ohio, and Wheeling, West Virginia. These are table cut diamonds. These are genuine, out of the ground. These are not lab created. These are natural diamond slices. They are open back set in these beautiful open back bezels. And then look at those for those stones. These are made in India, and these were never worn. These are approximately about 2.5 carats of diamonds, 2.4 carats weight estimation on those. Look at how exceptional these are. One of the diamonds does have a little break. I wish I could zoom in on that. There's a little section of one diamond that is missing, but that happens when they tension set these. It won't break any further, and these are so beautiful, and they're very lightweight. So those are very special, and I was gonna sell those local and someone had said to me, can you please bring on one of those pairs of diamond slice earrings? And I said, I most certainly will. These catch the light so beautifully by candlelight or by low light. Boy, these really light up. So those are sterling silver mountings. I don't know if I said that. I'm losing track a little bit. But those are our diamond slice earrings. This is by Osh Grossbart. Osh Grossbart. Osh Grossbart was a very, very exclusive designer. I think they went out of business in the late 1990s. This one is a very strong design that they're known for. What do they say? Like a classic design. This is 14 karat gold inlay, genuine coral, genuine malachite, genuine mother of pearl, possibly stabilized turquoise and black onyx in a sterling silver, very thick sterling silver dramatic shank system on the sides. Fully hallmarked on the inside with like 8 million hallmarks. Look how many hallmarks down in there for Osh Grossbart. If you're not familiar with Osh Grossbart, I highly recommend you look them up because wearability on these things, they last forever. And very thick metal. They didn't spare any expense. That's what Osh Grossbart was very well known for. And that's a stunning ring. That was in one of my haul videos as well. And I just thought before I take these things to local shows, I wanted to give all of you an opportunity because you're so kind during my hauls, or what other people consider a haul video. You know what I've said about hauling before. I don't necessarily agree with the term, but I found this at Burton, Ohio, and this is optic glass. And this is Sagen, fully hallmarked Sagen on the back. It is adjustable. Look how thick that shank system is to support these two optical glass dolphins, and then that river or that ocean of abalone that runs through the center. Really exceptionally well crafted, and it's a very large ring. If you don't like large rings and you don't like a statement piece, this is for sure not for you. If you love that and you love something big and bold, this is the ring for you. Absolutely beautiful construction, and I really loved that. Let's get that back in its bag, and I'm very proud of myself because I bagged all these items up and I got them ready, so I was very organized. This is Nikki Butler, and this is signed down in the side, inside with the NB conjoined mark, Nikki Butler, sterling silver, really beautiful sugarloaf, rainbow, moonstone, bezel set genuine amethysts, and then those insanely gorgeous half pearls that are cultured. In sterling silver, love that foliate scroll design, classic Nikki Butler. When you wear this, everybody knows that that's a Nikki Butler. There wouldn't be one person who would ever question who designed that incredible ring. Love the craft and the style on that as well. And I do make exceptions for contemporary pieces when they're that well crafted. A very cool fall colored rhinestone brooch, and that's why I picked this one out specifically. A lot of people have said, can you please bring on some costume jewelry and please bring on some vintage rhinestones? So I picked this one out especially for this specific sale because we've got to wear this now. You can wear it in the summer, fall. I would probably stash it for the winter and the spring so you can wear it 6 months out of the year. And this is vintage and that peridot green, that citrine yellow, and that fiery opal orange. Mom, did you see that one?
That's a beauty.
Isn't that beautiful? And very well crafted. I don't know who made that. And I've always said to people, don't base your collections on a signature. Base your collections on how things are crafted. I've said I want to bring diamonds to the masses and I want to bring affordable pieces, and so this one is a diamond ring. I really loved this style. The stones are relatively small, so it's not over the top, so it's kind of, what do they say, delicate. The center stone is approximately 0.12 carat. The two side stones are approximately each 0.06 for a total carat weight of right at 1/4 carat for the three stones. I liked that cathedral style, kind of upswept mounting, solid 14 karat gold and very thick. See how the shank system is very thick and well created? I don't want to sell things that are thin and flimsy. I want to sell pieces that will last a lifetime and become heirlooms, to be passed down. That's what I've always said about the jewelry that I like to sell, is I like to sell things that are different, and I like to sell things that will last for anyone looking for diamonds and very affordable, that ring is going to be for you, and that is 14 karat white gold. These are very whimsical. These were in a video, and once again, 3 or 4 people had reached out and said, could you please sell me the carnelian and marcasite lady earrings from the late 80s? And I said, I most certainly can. So we're going to bring these on to the sale. This is inlaid carnelian, and look at that lady's profile. Very much so Art Deco style. These were made in the 1980s. You can polish this silver if you wish to. I love when my silver is oxidized. I leave all the polishing up to my customers. Half like them to be mirrored finish, and the other half, like me, love them to be dirty and old. So I leave that up to the customer. I've always felt that that would be appropriate even for me. You know, I always tell people on eBay, please don't polish my pieces before you send them to me. And I don't polish anything, so I don't think anyone's ever asked me in any of my sales, can you polish that before you send it to me? Marcasite accents, marcasite earring, and those carnelian stones for the hat, and then that outfit peeking over her shoulder. Really fantastic, and I love the directionalness that they're facing each other. You know, they'd be looking at the wearer to frame the face so beautifully. 9 out of 10 times when we see this style of necklace now, it is in fact silver plated. This one is not. This one is one of the originals from the late 80s, early 90s. This not only was sold as solid sterling back then, but it was also tested 3 times. So I guarantee this necklace to be solid sterling silver, toggle clasp, very large and very thick links that are just beautiful. And then this mixture of citrine stones, both cabochon and faceted, and look at the rutiles running through the cabochons, giving such a push and pull of light that returns to the viewer. This construction, again, when you see this, the alarm bells should go off and you should say, oh, I don't think that that's sterling. I think that's plated. Even though these are always marked 925, again, a strong percentage of these are not sterling. This one, 100% guaranteed to be solid sterling, and so beautifully done. I love the mixture of the stones and the directional nature of this coming down to this central kind of pendant portion. This is as exceptional as you can get for one of these. That is an absolute exquisite necklace that, again, will last a lifetime. Is it perfect for fall? The answer would be yes. And I love that necklace very, very much. On to a bracelet that was hotly contended for and asked about. Brass and celluloid. People think that that is jade. It is, in fact, not jade. That is celluloid. It is plastic and brass. That is just costume Art Deco. Again, I think 3 or 4 people had said, I would love to own that in the comment section of that video. So here it is. You'll have an opportunity to buy it. Very inexpensive since it's costume, but it is vintage. And we almost had a little bit of a catastrophe over here. The Awan Vahan maker's mark and producer of jewelry. Awan Vahan, very well known for quality, both in metal, design, and stones. So when you have that kind of 3 things adding up to something, it's just beautiful. Sorry for the delay on that. I was a little far from the camera for a minute, but that is pave diamonds. Look how fine those stones are, very high quality. And then that amazing large cultured pearl single drop, very reminiscent of looking at history. Looking at historically important pearls, really beautiful, solid 14 karat gold, and a beautiful chain. Very thin chain, but very strong. That's a very strong link. You wouldn't have to worry about breaking it, although you do have to worry about tangling it, which I almost did now for the 17th time today. So I will make sure that we store that outside of the bag so that never gets broken. And that is 14 karat gold there, and then the pendant is fully fully signed with the Awan Vahan conjoined AV mark. Love that necklace.
So
retail, yeah, see,
That's
look how
really
beautiful.
pretty.
So
Yeah.
retail on that online is going to be about 3 times what I'm going to ask for it. This one is carnelian and sterling silver. I wish the lighting in the box was better today, but I loved the style of this. And again, I usually don't buy contemporary, but this was at an antique mall out in Hartville, Ohio. And again, as I was shopping, people saw it and said, "Are you going to buy that carnelian ring?" And I said, "No, because I already bought it." I'm not in the process of, I've already bought it. But that's solid sterling silver, hand constructed and gorgeous bezel set. When you look at these, just make sure that these are set with the bezel and not glued in. We don't want to see glue and epoxy oozing out behind those mountings like so many contemporary designers and crafting people. They're gluing the stones in. That's just a no-no. You can go on, I don't know, there's other sites. I don't want to start naming certain names online, but there's like certain corporations and selling sites online will sell such things for very little money because the craft is so poor. This is labradorite. And what was interesting about this is it's got such a dark blue chatoyance and push and pull in that light, and that's a natural labradorite and absolutely stunning cabochon. Look at the mixed metal dragonflies and look at this. I have yet to see one of these. It is a hair ornament or a hair barrette that opens up. You put it into your hair, and then you've got 2 dragonflies perched on either side of this extraordinary labradorite stone. And when I talk about artisan and hand-created or unusual, this is what I'm known for, and this is what I've been focused on selling for so long. It is marked 925 and did hold up through all my testing, and look how thick this sterling silver is. That person had an awful lot of money to be able to afford something that looked like that, and now I get to bring it to all of you because that was in one of the videos.
That's really
this one,
beautiful.
look at this one.
Yeah.
This one never made a video. I was out at Rogers, and one of my people that watches my channel, he was out there, and he said, "Hey, Jason," and I looked up, and he said, "I watch your channel, and I've sold to you for 15 years. And me and my mom used to be set up way down on the other side of the aisle, and we sold you jewelry for years now." And he was set up with this, and this was, let me see if I can find it real quick. He was set up, and I knew by the quality it would be Swarovski, and it would have its logo, and sure enough, there it is. So that's all Swarovski crystal in this beautiful pastel, purple, pink, blue, just really beautiful crystals. I've never had a problem selling these. Years ago on eBay, I think a single strand, they were going for like $60 and $70. I would never expect that these days, just much more realistic pricing on something like that. This one I bought out at Burton, Ohio. This is 14 karat, and this is 14 karat plum gold. So this had never been essayed or alloyed before it was initially made into this ring. So this is the first time this gold had ever been, taken from pure gold and alloyed into 14 karat gold. So it's marked 14 KP, and that's carat plum. Those are the most beautiful, very clear and very white diamonds. And look at that asymmetrical kind of hugging of those emeralds. Those are natural out of the ground emeralds, approximately 1/2 carat of diamonds and approximately 1/2 carat of emeralds. When I do my weight estimations, I'm always more careful, meaning there's for sure more than 1/2 carat of diamonds and more than 1/2 carat of emeralds, but I'm always cautious because I never want someone to get something and say, "Oh, that's not what it's supposed to be." I want someone to always be happier with their purchase than to be disappointed. That's the way I've always run my business. And Mom, within the 6 sales, we were at our 7th, we've had 0 complaints. I know, it's just amazing though.
Careful with what
Yeah,
you do.
yeah, very, very careful, very cautious, but we had 0 complaints so far, and we thank all of you for trusting us, and for giving us this opportunity to bring some of the pieces that were in my haul videos to you to buy. This is a classic. This is Navajo. It's old. It's sterling silver and turquoise, and this had been with me for just a little while now, and I thought, you know what? it's okay. It's all right to go to someone who needs it. That stone in the Matrix in that stone, I really love that turquoise. And Mom, don't you always love these?
Pretty.
I know.
Yeah.
I love how simple they are.
Like
They're very
simple,
direct.
But it's that's really good. And
Yeah.
I like the color of the stone.
Yeah, thank you. And these are gem grade charoite. And I think these were by, let me take a quick peek here. I didn't know if these were these bars? No, these are Sarda. Sarda, they're 925, very thick sterling silver mountings, very thick, very well made. And these stones for charoite are absolutely gem grade, very high up. Not that dark charoite. Look at that for the chatoyance of pushing that light right back to the viewer. Almost looks like a little universe that is the most beautiful pinkish purple. There was something about that single little granulation on each earring that finished these off so beautifully. Did the artist need to put that there? No, they didn't, but they chose to. They were thinking. And anytime I see that handmade, that an artist is thinking, I smile, and here I am smiling. You know, I started this a little curt, a little direct, you know, with the rolls and the registrations and all that kind of stuff that I don't like to talk about, but is necessary. And here I am smiling and going completely crazy. This one is 14 karat gold. I'd been asked for some larger 14 karat gold rings, so I plucked this out of my collection. Classic late 1950s, 1960s basket mounting with rope twist. Very well done. Look at the size of these prongs. Not oversized, not clumsy, but very thick and very robust. This ring will last a lifetime as well. 14 karat gold and smoky quartz. I always called these smoky topaz back in the day, and now that's frowned upon. You know, no, it's smoky quartz. It has to be. All right, Gestapos, I'll take it. I'll say, okay, we'll just call it smoky quartz now. So there we go. And it's interesting because some of my other, you know, old-timey dealers said to me, why don't they call it smoky topaz anymore? And I go, I don't know. They like to change things, and then they like to yell at everybody. So this is genuine diamonds and sterling. And why I brought this on is I talked to my mom and Jeremy, and I said, you know, the holidays are coming, and people are looking for gift ideas already because they want to beat the Christmas rush, and I don't blame you. This is the perfect unisex ring, but it's also, you know, very masculine. Those diamonds are approximately about 8 to 10 points a piece. It's hard to get an exact because they are illusion set, so they look much larger than they are. But those are 3 beautiful, very handsome, genuine diamonds. And I really like how thick and robust that is. Look how much more we have to go.
Well,
wow, we've got so much more. Okay, well, I'm going to pedal a little faster over here.
Okay.
I don't want to take too long because Sunday is a day of rest, and I do need to make some signs, and my mom is helping me with the estate sale signs. This is Art Deco. Not sure on the stone. Fairly certain it's a synthetic. Got to do a little bit of research on that and see what we got going on, so I'll research that one. Sterling silver filigree, absolutely early. Could be as new as the 1940s. Could be as old as 1925. So circa dating on that one without anyone freaking out, you know, and going nuts. Love the style of that ring.
This is a good gift idea.
Oh, this one is too. You know what? And that's true. You know, I always tell people, you know, if you're looking for a gift, let me wipe that one off. It's a little bit dirty. If you're looking for a gift, I always say, stay away from a ring. You know, rings are difficult because of sizing, you know. But if you want a gift, like my mom said, this garnet brooch, look at that for a garnet brooch. Some other people would say that's Victorian. This is not Victorian. It is sterling silver with gold wash. That is in fact true. Those are rose-cut diamonds, or rose-cut garnets. Sorry about that. Rose-cut. I'm looking at the next, thing on the table over there. And so these are rose-cut garnets. Bezel set in the center. But look at that beautiful, deep, lush red. Those are all genuine. Those are not glass. That is an absolute beautiful brooch. Circa dating on that one, late 30s, probably into the... no, you know what? I'm going to go 40s or 50s on this one. I don't even like saying 30s on that one. I don't think it's that early. Look at how that dazzles in the light, though. So if you're looking for a great, you know, great affordable gift, there you go.
These I bought. Great gift
these are great. I bought these. I bought these from Mimi out at Burton. Mom, you love Mimi, don't
Oh,
you? You love
one
her.
of my favorites.
I know, I know. So my mom loves Mimi, and there's nothing about Mimi you can't love. She's awesome. So I bought these from Mimi out at Burton Antique Show, and as soon as I saw them, I said, "Oh my, Mimi, get those out of that case. I need those." Only marked sterling silver. Such beautiful work. Genuine turquoise, genuine red coral, some sort of strip of onyx or maybe even shell, and then red coral, and then turquoise again. Look at that diamond design at the top inlaid with the same stones. Sterling silver and so well made. I consider these stylized feathers. I consider those, stylized feathers, pierced earrings, really well done, exceptional craft, and I loved those very much. Large size, but those are light.
They're very light.
Did you see how light those are? I like it.
They're real neutral.
Oh, look at that.
This could go
That could go with it? All right.
Yeah.
So my mom's kind of matching some stuff up. This one, I don't remember where I bought this. I have no idea. It's sterling silver, mother of pearl, brass, and malachite. And again, I don't know where I bought this. Sterling, completely hand constructed, older than newer, and I would guess maybe late 70s, probably early 80s, maybe more 70s. No, yeah, that's a toss-up, 70s or 80s. That's going to be hard to tell, but I loved that. And my mom's right. You could wear this with those earrings.
You
yeah.
could.
Yeah,
It's
and
got
that's
that little bit of green in there.
right. Yeah, a little hint of green. Thank you, Mom, for being ready for me. Look at you go. These stone beads were in a video, and I forget who asked me for them, but someone asked me, "Can I please buy those stone beads?" Well, you sure can. I was gonna restring them with sterling silver beads. Do you remember when we did this one? Yeah, you helped me, I think, on this video. But I don't remember where I got these. But do you remember? I thought we did this video together.
We did, but
I think we
don't
did.
remember where you got
Yeah,
it.
so carnelian and bloodstone and some sort of agate, maybe Botswana agate, definitely carnelian, for sure bloodstone. And those are beautiful bloodstone beads. Look at that red that peeks through that dark, dark green. I've always loved bloodstone. That's another bloodstone, maybe Botswana agate. There's another bloodstone. There's another one. There are some really beautiful and very unusual beads spaced throughout this. It does need to be restrung. So when I showed this, you can see that the cord's a little frayed. The clasp has been replaced. These are older beads, and they do need to be restrung. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to space these with little... Do you remember how we used to do that? We used to space them with little silver beads, like the Bali granulated silver. Me and my mom used to love doing our beading stuff. We would go to the gem shows, and we would always... Remember when we bought that big strand of amethyst? It was like that big. And do you remember those? Do you remember the ones that I bought that were the hollow hammered ones? They were like $400.
They were
Now
beautiful.
I know, I still have them.
Get them.
No, they would be like
Won't
what?
be able to buy
Probably
them.
$900 now. Yeah, the price of silver beads has just went through the roof. And even strands of beads like this would have been what, $8 back then? Like 8, maybe 10
Yeah.
for like a wholesale. Now, if I went to the show, this would be 60 at least. 60, maybe I don't know, maybe even more, maybe a little bit less. But these are very, very large. The quality is, and the color is great. And again, fall. Like I was thinking, let's get these out now. Look at that's
And
fall.
I think because of quality, that's why you're going to pay $60 for a strand and
I
just
agree.
something small.
I agree. This one was very sweet. Everybody asked for this. This was in one of my videos. That is turquoise and red coral, a little leaf and little granulation. I might pop it on a chain and I might not. I might let you guys decide what kind of chain to put it on. And again, that would look great on beads. If you beaded a necklace and you put the beads through there, and that would look great on a beaded. Like little beads though.
Small.
It'd have to be tiny.
Yep.
It'd have to be really, really little. My mom picked these out, and I think these are Tabra.
pretty.
I think they're Tabra. I didn't look for a signature. I'd be surprised if they weren't, but I think these are Tabra. They're sterling silver, and these tubular beads look to be fluorite. Now, someone would say, no, they're not fluorite, they're something else. No, I'm 99% sure those are fluorite, based on there is a little color play, but look at this. Look at that amethyst crystal. Look at that amethyst kind of disc style bead. Look at that bead. Look at this amethyst crystal over here. Mother of pearl inlay at the top. The color play in these is truly exceptional. And then these leafy, I wish they would cooperate a little bit more. Let's see if I can lay them down this way. So this leafy, as I'm hunched over and hurting my back, these leafy drops, very, very beautifully done. And then that kind of planished and hammered surface there. And I love these very, very much for pierced earrings. Big, big, big design and not a big, big weight. You know, they're very wearable, and I loved those. But again, I wanted this for a local show because I needed some statement pieces for my cases. And I, you know, if they don't sell, I'll keep them local. You know, I'm not afraid if those didn't sell at the sale, I'd say that's okay. I'm gonna keep them local. You know, I'm not gonna throw them across the room. I'm just gonna say I'll take them to my local show. This one is sterling silver, open crescent moon, and look at that planet that dangles down. I thought that was very beautiful. Sterling silver, kind of mystical, very much so. You know, perfect time of year again. You know, Halloween coming up and celestial and that cool icy blue, almost like a glacier, you know, with it. Did you see that? How cool. And then look how it lays down.
I could picture that with another longer chain.
Yeah, so you would put that up higher. Yeah, like a layering piece because it's small enough. Good point. You know, and that's helpful, Mom. These are carved rock crystal, carved black onyx, and beautiful gem grade citrine. I thought these were like, you know, $1,000 earrings because I thought they were going to be, 18 karat gold. They're sterling silver. They're like the imposters. These are sterling silver, the very thick and very chunky back, signed down in here, signed right there. I don't know if you can read that signature. I never care about a signature like that. It's probably someone really important, you know. Couldn't care less for me. 925, I bought these based on design and craft. Look how thick. That's sterling vermeil. So that's yellow gold. Did you see these? Look how they'd be on the ear. Yeah. That's classy, that's classy, that's elegant, that screams, I've got a ton of money, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I bought these. But these are like the lesser, you know, not the lesser version, but like the imposter of that. Yeah. You know, like the real ones would be $3,000, you know, and this looks like $3,000, you know. I've always been about that kind of, you don't have to spend a lot to look like it's a lot. And that brings this, you know, to the masses in a way. This one's 18 karat gold. Mom really likes this one. This one's 18 karat gold and sterling silver. Again, I don't know the artist on it, guys. And you're going to know. You know, you all say it in the chat, this backwards kind of J and a C, or a conjoined C and a C. 925, 18 karat. Look at that chain. That chain screams quality. Italian sterling silver, really thick and robust, really gorgeous, almost handsome. And you know, I'm going to say this because I want to. I could see a man wearing this as well. There's no reason why a man couldn't wear this. Chunky sterling silver, very thick 18 karat gold, and then that faceted black onyx that pushes the light back to the viewer. Very classy. That goes with everything, you know? Goes with everything. And 18 karat gold and sterling together, I usually don't mix my metals, but when it looks like that, I make the exception. I say, I make the exception. Everybody remembers this. I bought this at Burton with my friend Rick. We had a beautiful day out at Burton, Ohio, and this bale and the way this was beaded said to me, this is quality. Look at that lampwork glass bead that has that sterling silver eyelet wire, that kind of filigree cap. Sterling silver, absolutely gorgeous, very affordable, perfect gift idea, says on quality without being expensive. Another very early turquoise cuff, late 20s, early 30s, sterling silver, great kind of faux rocker engraving all the way over the surface. And those almost stylized lotus flower designs or cactus flowers on the side of a simple, you know, mint green bezel set, early turquoise gemstone. Love that cuff bracelet. Great for stacking. Perfect for stacking, as a matter of fact. We'll go with this one because this is very, I'm trying to bring higher quality of diamonds and gold. This will not be inexpensive, and the reason for that is, look at the quality of the diamonds. This is not a special light. This isn't a diamond light. This is it's just a $20, you know, ring light. So I'm not altering the lighting on these videos at all, as you all know. Look at the scintillation in those diamonds, and it goes from round to baguette, round to baguette, round to baguette. Very graphic, very bold, and look how long that span is. See, like on the finger, you're not going to see an area that doesn't have diamonds. See what I mean? So like, it looks like an eternity ring without being in an eternity band, because you'd be spending a whole lot more money for stones all the way around. But look, there's not that much of an area that doesn't have stones. Diamond after diamond after diamond, approximately 1.5 carats being careful. Someone else is looking at this and going, oh no, that's at least 2 carats of diamonds. And I will say, you're probably right. My weight estimation, I have 8 of them at 10 points. For the rounds, I have 9 of them at 8 points. So that's 1.52 carat in weight estimation. And that's solid 14 karat gold. That is not signed anywhere. There's no hallmark for gold. There's no hallmark for maker. And look at the open back on those to let the light into those stones. There's something about this that I will say, for a band and an everyday band ring, it was a must-have. And like I said, quality, you're buying quality in that one. That's very special for the diamonds that are in that ring. And then this one is sterling silver. I brought this on because I went from that diamond to this. This is an entirely different person, much more artistic, very tribal in its approach. Loved the design, and I loved that it's handmade and it's quote off-center. There's something about that pendant that really resonated with me. That I bought out at the I'm drawing a blank over here. Rogers Flea Market is where I bought that one. This is ruby, and this is it color treated? I can't say for sure, but then people see that pink and they go, no, that's pink sapphire. And I've always said, you know what? We can fight over terms and go crazy and start going nuts. Because I'm an old-timey dealer, this was always to me ruby, and still to 90% of the people on the planet, this is still considered ruby. Is it pink sapphire? I guess you could do that because it's in the corundum family. We'll just leave it there and say these are gemstone beads that you can fight over the term whether they be ruby or sapphire, because if they're not red, they're considered sapphire now. Well, these are definitely not red. They're a very fuchsia pink, but look at the way that stone is faceted. And then people say this is, quote, rough ruby. This is rough cut. This is rough this is rough that. It's lower quality is what it is. Let's call it what it is. It's not rough anything, This is just lower quality gemstone, but I thought that could be higher carat gold mountings, because doesn't that look like 22 karat gold? It most certainly does. It's not. It's plated. So that's completely plated. I looked all over for hallmarks. You can see by that clasp, unless the clasp was the one thing that was replaced. I'm going to look at this a little closer. I still think that has a very strong chance of being higher carat gold, or it is plated. Regardless of what the metal is, that's an incredible necklace. And again, I brought that on a video. I forget where I bought this one. It was very inexpensive. And when I bought that, everyone in the video said, I would love nothing more than to have that necklace. And I said to myself, you know what then? When we have downtime, I'm going to go through these boxes and I'm going to start pulling stuff out. This had never been seen before, I don't think, in any of my videos. It's an artist palette, sterling silver, marcasite. Some of the stones are real and most of them are not. The amethyst is real. I think the rest are faux. Maybe the garnet could be real. Didn't matter because the quality of that and such an unusual artist palette. So if you have a painter in your life for Christmas or for Hanukkah, that is the right brooch to give as a gift. This one is an interesting one. I wanted to keep this local too because I know this would sell so quickly at my sale. I only have a few Navajo rings that I really like, and this is one of them. This was in one of my videos as well. And again, so many people. Remember, Mom, I told you on this one. There was like, I think there was like 10 or 15 people that said, what do I have to do to get that? You know what you have to do? You have to register at Bully Run Coffee and send your email and just get registered and settle in for Tuesday night. We're going to have a lot of fun. And like I said, there's no pressure in any of my sales, especially this one. This was just kind of like not an afterthought, but I thought I'm going to be so tied up for the next 3 weeks. This is only fair to still do another sale. And I will say, yes, it's close to the last sale that we did for the consignment. But if you've got a little extra money, and you know what I've always said, and I always say this and I mean it, even if you don't have extra money, would you still join us, please? And chat with us, or at least visit with all of our friends. diamonds. And this is sterling silver. It is artisan signed with the KH. I never figured this out. This was in a video so long ago. I bought this at Don Scott Antique Show in Columbus. So I hand selected all of the items that I'm showing you. None of these came in lots. You know, I didn't get stuck with something and then go, oh, I have to sell it now. You know, these were all hand selected. In that cabochon amethyst, there's something about that stone, almost chevron amethyst, because that formation on the inside, as you're looking at this is for sure chevron amethyst. You can see that secondary chevron is very present. That layering is very present inside of that stone. I love that very much. You know, did you see that? It does not look like a piece of candy.
Really
it looks like a piece of candy. It looks like a little, like, gobstopper or a little, you know, something. This one's 14 karat gold, sterling silver. Again, I had someone ask for a pearl ring. This is the one I'm bringing. That's a very large millimeter cultured pearl. That is a 14 karat gold halo, soldered down to solid sterling silver. Beautifully done. Lots of hallmarks on the inside. Again, I didn't really care who did it. I just cared about the quality of the metalwork and also the quality of the pearl. Can't believe we have that much more to go in that box.
Those earrings.
Yeah, these are great. This was another one that someone had said, I would love to own those. And I think maybe it was Janice. Maybe it was Janice maybe on these, or I forget who this was, but they'll say in the comments, I'm sure. Moonstone and beautifully fabricated, very thick sterling silver, very unusual in the way these bezels were created. And these earrings are just magnificent. And I was a little short on earrings this time. You know, I was like looking through my store stock on eBay. I was looking through my one other website, and then I was looking through my show stock, and I thought, wow, I'm a little light on earrings. You know, so I didn't bring too many to this sale, but that's because I didn't have too many to pick from.
Well, I'm finding some right now.
Oh, good. Okay, great. So these, thank you, Mom, for helping too, by the way. You're very thoughtful today of helping me out over here. These are wedding cake beads that are Venetian. These are old. They have been restrung. I'm sure they were longer at some point. This is a very short strand, so they should be restrung again. And then the clip-on button style earrings, but look how thick that metallic gold is. You know, you look at today's Murano wedding cake beads, they don't look like this. Yeah. They look, what do you say, less quality. You know, they don't look the same. They don't have the same kind of skill and decoration that the older ones have. When you say how old are these, I would guess these are late 30s, maybe into the 40s, but these have a lot of age to them. Let's just say circa 1940, you know, for the sake of no arguments. But can you believe the way those are constructed and that turquoise color? I've always been a fan. Mom, I think that was always my favorite. Wouldn't you say, when I was buying these? Mm-hmm. The turquoise brown. Because you could get them in that white, the black, the kind of that greenish color. Mm-hmm. I don't know. The turquoise, that kind of very pale turquoise had always been my favorite. You did fish out some more earrings. These are 14 karat gold, and I brought these because these are different than anything else I was selling. These are 14 karat gold freshwater pearl. Loved these for pierced earrings. Very long, very delicate, but solid 14 karat gold. And I don't know. These were kind of that timeless, you know, everyday wear. Solid 14 karat gold. Love them. So those were a pair of earrings. Oh, you did find another pair. That's great. Let's go with this turquoise cuff. I think this may be our last turquoise cuff. Maybe. Again, rocker engraved, some nice stamping. These kind of chased in repoussade. There's some old polish done in there. I don't clean these because I just don't want to. I just don't do it. A beautiful turquoise stone. You know, and someone would say, well, that sure looks like Amazonite. Well, you know, it does, but it's not. It's turquoise. And there's something very cool about these early cuff bracelets. Circa dating on that one, late 1930s. Original oxidation. Had never been polished or, stripped down. Oh, this is beautiful. I didn't remember this one. This is a Juliana brooch, produced by D&E. This for sure is Juliana. And just the construction construction alone, fantastic. And, now that I look at this may have been, this is produced by D&E, but this might be Weiss. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say, you know what? This is D&E, and I'm glad I caught myself. This is D&E, produced by D&E. However, that might be it could be produced for Kramer as well. You know what, though? The way these stones are glued in down here, I still say Juliana. So buy it for what you think it is, besides the most beautiful and dazzling floral spray brooch. That is incredible. I never want to, I don't want to have false information. I don't want to say something and then go, oops, no, it's not. This one's 10 karat gold. And what's interesting about this is that's a very pale rose quartz in 10 karat gold. Very thick metal. I rescued this from the pawn shop. I had to do it. That is one of the coolest convex cut, double-sided convex cut, and I wish I had something dark to put this on. Let's see if, hold on, let me pull this out, and let me see if, no, it's not, well, you get a little better gist there, but if that was on a darker background, you would understand that glows like a very beautiful pink color. Let's put this right back in here. Let's get this back into our light box without completely messing anything up. See, I shouldn't fidget with stuff. I know better, I know better than to fidget, but that is rose quartz and beautifully done. I'm ready, Mama. Oh, look at you go. We got a ton more to go.
I've got earrings.
Let's do this one.
Rings.
Tiger eye ring, sterling silver, and I don't know why I'm lagging so much. Maybe because I said too much about some of the things.
It's a good thing.
Thank you. This is handmade tiger eye, handmade sterling silver, and tiger eye stone. There we go. And that one's vintage. This one's opal and is going to be extremely camera shy. Most of the time when you block out the light like this, you can really light up an opal. Not going to necessarily work on this. Let's block out some. There we go. Let's go right there. Look at that blue. There we go. The blue and green and pink flash inside of that opal. Look at that. I wish I could get a little bit better for you because that stone really lights up. Just take my word for it. Sterling silver mounting, completely artisan created. The chain is plated, but the mounting is sterling, and I bought that because that's a genuine opal. It goes all the way through the stone. So that's a genuine opal. And, would you consider it Australian or crystal opal? I think you could, Other people say, oh, no, it's this, and I go, okay, let's not fight, Let's not argue. Let's just have fun, Jewelry's meant to be fun. This is abalone shell, blue, and some people say paua shell. I say, okay. Sterling silver and artisan signed. Why I like this is it's very simple and very small. And a lot of people have been asking, Jason, we know you like big and bold. We like small and delicate. Can you help us out here? So I'm helping you out there with small and delicate. And then I'm going to look at this one too because this is the opposite side of the spectrum. Made to look like a platinum and diamond tennis bracelet, all completely bead set with this gorgeous gallery underneath here. Very substantial sterling silver. This bracelet is very, very serious in appearance. Mimics fine jewelry. So if you want the look of a graduated diamond tennis bracelet for the expense of a sterling silver version, this one's for you. And I did pick that one out by hand. All these I picked out by hand. And that one, why I did that is, well, I did have 2 requests as well. So this one is sterling silver, likely stabilized turquoise. Let me take a look. I did not look close enough at this. There is some variance in the turquoise stones. It may not be stabilized, but it's for sure inlaid. That bear paw design, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bear paws that are kind of cut down into the metal. And then it is sterling silver, really beautiful, very thick. I would date that to the late 50s, early 60s for a Native American sterling silver cuff bracelet. Love the design. And I bought that one. A lot of these I bought so I don't think you'll believe the pricing. I think you'll say, something must be wrong with him or the stuff. So not at all. Sterling silver, completely artisan signed again on the back here, 925, the artist mark, open work. They look so Indonesia, Bali, sterling silver, French ear wires, really beautiful. They are substantial, but they're still not that heavy. French ear wires, ready to go, ready to wear. and ready to either be worn by you or a gift again. We're really getting down to it, Mom. Let's go, go. Bezel set genuine gemstones, peridot citrine, garnet, aquamarine, iolite, green garnet, maybe fire opal, smoky quartz. There we go. I labeled them. I said almost all of them. There is wear to that green one. You can see there because that's the highest point of the ring. There is some wear to that one. Sterling silver and that honeycomb design on the back. I love that ring. I think that one's a lot of fun because, again, you buy this ring and then it goes with, it goes with all those stones. It goes with, 8 different things. So if you had, one of those stones as a pendant or a bracelet or a multi-stone bracelet, that ring's going to match it. This one, again, I didn't want to bring this one on. I was fighting with myself the other day. 14 karat gold and diamonds. I don't want to play a favorite, but there's a few favorites in this collection that I'm bringing on. This one's 14 karat gold and genuine diamonds. I don't have a carat weight yet on it because I didn't look close enough, but you can see the quality of the stones. Look at that slight graduation up the shoulders of the mounting, and then that kind of asymmetrical spray. But that pave on the other side. Why I brought this on is because you all so much loved the art glass version of my ring holder, and so many people wanted it. I think when it got acclaimed, there was like 15 people that tried to claim the art glass version. This one's the period version from the 1950s, 1960s. That is that encased carved rose in very pale pink, and then that, the post, and that's to hold your rings so they don't go down the sink. You throw your ring on there and it doesn't go down the kitchen sink, and basically you spend a very little money on this, and that saves you a $300 repair bill calling a plumber to open up your sink and get your diamond ring out. And that's one of my baby diamonds that I started wearing again. So anyways, I knew that was going to be sought after, and I knew that would sell, and I said yes to that because I bought that at the flea market. This one is an opal, and again, this is a lot of matrix. 98% of the stone is matrix, and then that tiny little sliver of electric opal, and that swirl. There's something so beautiful about this. And this is Navajo. This is native made. If this fit me, if this were a size 10, this would never be featured on one of my sales. This would go into my permanent collection. But I always loved that little peak of opal, and I so wish that would pick up on the camera. It's just not going to, because the ring light is really kind of chewing that up. Look at that graining in the matrix, and then that little river right there, and another little river right here of solid, genuine opal. Absolutely gorgeous. And someone else would look by that and say, well, that's tiger eye. That's Maramamba. That's, not an opal. We're getting a little kind of clustered here.
Okay.
So we're going to do this one. This is diamonds and sterling silver. I don't know about the border up top. It might be gold. It might be 14 karat. Let me take a quick peek at that, and I'm going to slow down here for a second, and I'm glad I did. This is by Alwan Vahan. And this is a 14 karat gold halo and all genuine diamonds. So that's by Alwan Vahan. I'm so glad I slowed down and took my time, and thank you all so much for understanding. Alwan Vahan, 14 karat gold and sterling silver. That is a knockout. That is an absolute knockout. It looks like the sun. And I'm going to leave that oxidation on there because I think the oxidation only helps the design. Look at those tiny little pave set diamonds. That is a class act of a ring. That is absolutely exceptional. We'll go into another little pendant for a gift idea. Could you get me a larger bag, please? That'd be excellent. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. So look at this. I believe these are either aquamarine or blue topaz. Does need to be cleaned a little bit more. And sterling silver on this very fine sterling silver chain. Perfect gift idea. Absolutely perfect gift idea. You don't got to worry about a size. It's very intimate. It's very small scale, but the craft says you thought of that person very highly. I love that one. So I'll check the stones on that one in between now and the sale just to make sure that I have exactly what I need to know. 53 minutes in and we're still trucking. Only a little bit more to go, guys, and I'm going to try and hurry it up. Scrimshaw. And everyone's like, oh no, take your time, take your time. We love these videos. I have other things I've got to get done today with my mom. We have a very busy schedule for this estate sale, and that's the thing that's most on my mind right now. You know, is getting back into this and really taking the reins back. And this one, Scrimshaw, I would say that's a very early, that's a very early Scrimshaw, natural materials, sterling silver construction, and the most beautiful panda bear. Most beautiful panda I've ever seen in a depiction of jewelry. Absolutely gorgeous. And let's go with this one. This, everyone had asked for this, and I said, you got to come to the sale. But there were like 4 people that begged me, may I please buy that simple faux sapphire, created sapphire, and CZ sterling silver eternity band. I said, you most certainly can. There is wear to the stones. Please be mindful of that. There is some slight wear to the stones. Made incredibly well made, incredibly well made. Looks like platinum and genuine, and it's just sterling silver and faux stones. Love that one. I don't have a size on it, guys. I wish I did. I don't. The earrings that kind of quote almost match. I bought these well over a year ago. They've been in my inventory for a year. They've never been priced. They've never been out. These were the earrings that I bought at Don Scott Antique Show. I thought that they could be genuine blue sapphire. I'm not sure if they are sapphire. They are probably created. Look at the way these mountings are done. Look at the way these mountings are created, and they sure look like tiny little diamonds, even though they're not. I believe that those are all CZ. They are artist signed. I loved that kind of abstract teardrop. I would probably wear them that way in the ears. This one on the right and that one on the left. I don't know why, but I just think that that makes more sense. I do. I think that that makes more sense to frame and be directional towards looking. If your face is in the center here, those stones kind of push your eye towards the center then. A lot of movement in these as well. So when these were on, they really sparkled. And every stone is carefully bezel and pave set. I should say pave, not bezel. Sorry about that. Wrong term. Thank you so much. And then let's see here, as my back continues to hurt just a little bit. I'm going to say I'm almost done. Light pink shell, sterling silver, 4 leaves, Navajo, and look at the way they finished the back of the band. I did not look up this maker, so if you want to do some research, you go ahead and go for it, and you'll find out who did this. This is vintage for sure. I would say probably late 70s, maybe into the 80s, but that is just an exceptional Native American, and those are light. Those are like a light pink shell. I don't know what does someone say mother of pearl on those? Quite possibly, yes. What shell or nautilus? I don't know. 14 karat gold on this one, on these bands, and then sterling silver is a kind of loose track of my thoughts over here. Sugarloaf cabochon genuine amethyst, fully hallmarked on the inside, and I had taken this to a live feed, and everyone thought they told me they knew who the maker was, and I don't think any of us were able to fully figure that out. Again, I just simply don't want to say I didn't care, but I genuinely didn't. I bought this based on craft and quality. I bought this based on design and heft. I bought this based on importance. The design, this will last, 200 to 300 years. It's built to last, and I think it's an exceptional testament to craft, to design, and to skill of a craftsperson. This is exceptional. I consider that bracelet exceptional. It's a larger size as well. We'll go with these beads just because they're out right now. Let's see here. Let's get this kind of situated. And thank you all so much again for joining in. I so appreciate it. You have no idea what this means to me, that you're so patient with me every single time in these videos. So these are genuine pearl, and these are genuine pearl. And sorry guys, these are genuine pearl, and then these are, I believe these are howlite. Yes, they are. And dyed pearl and what appears to be rock crystal. So appears to be rock crystal on these, and then howlite, and this is just gigantic. This is huge. So this goes around the neck this way, and then this festoons down. Boy, is this a messy video now. Oh boy. So this festoons down into 3 layers. at the bottom here. So this festoons down into like 3 layers of these beads. You'll just have to take my word for it because we're a little too close to see that. You can see the graduation now. There we go. So those are just great. And who did them? Not sure, you know. Did it matter? No, it kind of didn't, you know. So there's that one. Then we got a very little left. What are you thinking, Mom? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I don't think I was supposed to do these, right?
Oh, we could do those too, sure.
Okay.
I had gift things, but we're going to give other gift things. These are just some costume jewelry brooches. It's a bag lot. I kind of like to bring on some dealer lots, you know. So that's a vintage costume. This one is an exceptional green peridot, not citrine, green peridot and CZ. As again, I get distracted by a squirrel running through the backyard. And sterling silver and just beautifully done. Our last one sold very briskly, and again, the backup claim people had said, could you please bring on another peridot that's affordable in sterling? And I said, sure, if I find one, you know. I don't buy specifics, you know, not like any other channel that goes, oh, I need this, I need that, I need this. Nope, I don't. I just go, I'm going to bring on what I have. This is blue topaz, and I love the cut of this stone. I'm not going to say anything else besides look at the heft of the sterling silver and CZ frame. So there's just something about this that very classy, timeless, great size, great color blue topaz. And if you're looking for a more modern ring in sterling, that is for you. I think I got that one at the flea market too. This one I did get at Hartville Flea Market, and I think I showed this in one of the hauls. This is citrine and a beautiful bezel set citrine, probably about 8 carats, maybe 10 carats, just guessing. You know, it's I always say weight estimation about 10 carats on something that looks like this. A very pale citrine, and then that kind of open work sterling silver mounting. Very thick, very robust, beautifully constructed. So there's that citrine one. And then I'll go into these longer, I think these are Sarda. The earrings, I think, are Sarda. At least that was from my memory again. And I'm just going on memory at this point, guys, because I didn't write anything on the bags because I have to get these things more sorted, a little bit better. You know, this initial sort, I probably should have spent a little bit longer on it so this video wasn't so rough. These are Sarda, 3 inches long. Open work, sterling silver, and open work on the back, fully hallmarked there. I love the elegance of these. And I did put the little silicone backs on, and I love these. There's just something so elegant about that open work and that oxidation. I loved those. Those are everyday wear yet again. Very well made, but still light. I brought this on because I had been asked for some rosaries. I always make sure my vintage rosaries are complete with all of their stations. So they have 10, and then another 10, and then another 10. So they have 50 beads around, and then these, these prayer stations here, and then the central medallion here. And then when we come down here, I loved this cross. I thought this was just an exceptional and beautiful Italian rosary brought over from Italy. And that blue Aurora Borealis crystal, new in the stores, I would be very afraid to see what rosaries are going for that look like that. It would be very expensive. Then we're going to go into this Herkimer diamond and garnet beaded necklace. I left the original tag on this just because I bought this out in Hartville in one of the antique malls. It was $149.90, and that was in 2015. We know that prices have went way up. Herkimer and garnet beaded necklace and a gold-filled clasp and chain system on the back. Look at those garnet beads and spaced with the most beautiful Herkimer diamonds. And that's rock crystal. Herkimer diamonds are in fact rock crystal, and I like the way they spaced these. I did show these in a video, and again, everyone said, can I buy those? Would you be willing to sell those? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes, sure, no problem. And like I said, this is kind of, before these things go to the local shows, and I have Stark County coming up, and I'll advertise for that very, very soon, and hopefully I can meet some of you at some of these shows. This one I think is faux citrine. I do not think that's genuine. I'll do a little bit more research on that. fully hallmarked on the inside here. And you know, someone's going to say, I know exactly who that is. It looks like a large T and then a backwards K stuck to a frontwards K. So TKK, I don't know. KTK, I don't know. Sterling silver, very thick, very beautiful. Love that kind of robust rope twist design. Absolutely exceptional ring. Very beautiful. And look how thick and substantial. So very showy, very showy, very sparkly. Great stone. Couple more, guys, and we'll be done here in a second. From the Don Drum Gallery in Akron, I found these two necklaces. This is Don Drum here on the outside of the box. And these are not made or constructed by Don Drum. These are retailed through the gallery in Akron. These are not by Don Drum, but they are of the studio. And these were artisan-made creations that went through the gallery. Very expensive when you go to the gallery. And I think this one might have a signature towards the clasp. That kind of gunmetal plating on the chain, that kind of bar design, genuine gemstones, labradorite or moonstone, and I can't tell which right now because my eyes are giving me a fit. Gold plated, and that articulates on top of a disc, and that hangs from this. A lot of movement in these tiny little pendants. A lot of small pieces, an artisan constructed. So that one will be nestled right back into its Don Drum box. So that came from Don Drum Gallery. And then we have this Italian one that would have been very expensive. I had the earrings to this, and I think we sold them in a past video. So if you guys, whoever got the earrings, there's the Don Drum label again on the outside of this box. There's the Don Drum Studio label, and this was from the Don Drum Gallery. Again, sterling silver, retailed through Don Drum, and I'll show you the signature here. ITA, so Italian. There's the signature of the artist, 925. Such necklaces. Oh, this is signed. This is signed. Let's see here. What does this say? You guys will see it before I will. It looks like it says Frederick, and it looks like Dusilos. Is that say Frederick Dusilos? So I do not know who Frederick Dusilos is, but this is sterling silver. Look at that cable chain. Very high quality. My mom really likes this one. She was looking at this and she said, that's just great. Fully articulated, very modern pendant, signed there on the side, very elliptical, very elongating. You know, these are good to wear longer because they really kind of elongate the torso. There's a lot of optics that go into jewelry to make your body look longer, to make people look taller, look, you know, shorter. There's a lot that goes into the optics of jewelry, and I have a book on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 articulating sections in that. Really amazing, and I love the movement in that piece. So we'll put that back in the Don Drum box, and we'll get that back into its bag. And speaking of Don Drum, this is an original Don Drum. This is a trinket box in his cast aluminum. This is Don Drum. It is signed here, Drum, and it is also signed somewhere here on the side or on the top, Don Drum. And this is what he's known for. These abstract, bold, kind of brutalist patterns. This is his classic Don Drum. I think it's in the aluminum family. There's the drum mark on the side. That's what I was looking for. That's the perfect trinket box for a much cherished diamond ring. So that is absolutely wonderful. I love that. And then thanks for your help, Mom. Two more and we're done. So look at that. So we have this rosary. We have another one. So this is not the one from earlier. This is a whole nother rosary. And I liked this one very much because I liked that central medallion of the Madonna. And I loved that crucifix. And that one's old. You know, that one's much more vintage than the other one. Much earlier. And look at that little wire twist around those blue crystal beads. That's all Austrian crystal. And Italian on the cross. Just a special prayer piece. And a lot of people had said, can you please bring on some of your rosaries? And so I said to myself, I most certainly will do that because you have all asked. I like to meet and exceed what people are expecting of me. And just because I wanted to, because I always say that, because I want to. These are Bakelite spacer bracelets. They are considered Mississippi mud. They are absolutely great. They have a nice oxidation. And when do you find a set of 5 spacers that have been together for a very long time? It's very difficult to find, and some are more modeled than others, as you can tell. Some are much more moody. Some are much more, kind of marbleized, if you will. And to find a set of 5 in that kind of chunky, very domed spacer is quite nice, quite beautiful. Mom, what are your feelings? How do we end this?
Well,
What are you
I like
thinking?
that there's a good choice, and I like that you can either buy less expensive or more expensive items.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that part of it for people.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
And
And you like the
dresses are
blend of
great.
like gold, silver costume.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And then a couple little trinket things. But I think that that's true. I think that, I was thinking towards like gift ideas, but then remember the one I mentioned to you that I want to do the duo sale?
Right.
I want to do a duo sale,
Right.
meaning I want to put like 2 things together and sell them for one price. So like you get one and you give one to a friend, or you get both as gifts. I want to have like a duo sale. And then I really wanted to do a ring sale. Just rings, I
Right.
think that'd be courageous, because a lot of people would say, oh, but I don't wear rings, or I don't like rings. And then I'd say, well, you can come to our next sale. So I think I want to do like a specific ring sale, both gold and silver, maybe even some costume rings. And then I really want to do a paperweight sale or a glass
yeah,
sale, or,
yeah.
something more specific like that, that is a great affordable gift idea for the holidays. I know everyone's starting to shop earlier and earlier every year. I know that I am. I like to get it done, at least by November, so I'm not last minute. So, all right, do you think of anything else?
No, I can't.
Okay, all right, so that's it. We made it 1 hour and 8 minutes, and I thank you all so much for joining in. And if I sounded a little bit moody, it's because my back's starting to hurt, and my neck's really starting to hurt. And I was a little stressed out this morning based on how much work I have to do at the estate sale. I know I'll get it done.
okay.
I know I get it done, but I also like to be ahead of schedule. So thank you all so much. And Mom, what do you tell them?
We love you.
Okay,
And
as
have a
you
nice
scoot the
day.
chairs all over the floor.
And stay in good health, because that's what's most important, that you put your 2 feet on the ground in
Yeah.
the morning and you move on.
Absolutely. Yep, you're a good egg. You're a good egg. You're a good egg. All right, everyone. I don't know why people say that, but it's true. I love you guys so much. Mama, what do we say?
We love you.
We love you because we do. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.